What's going on? What's going on, y'all? You know who it is. You know what it is, man. It's your boy Big June. I'm back with it. Here with another episode of Big June Sports Talk, man. Where sports discussions become sports debates and so on and so on, man. Where we discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything and anything in the sports world, I touch on this platform to them. You know, I know you see the hat, you see the frustration on the face clearly. So you know where I'm about to go with this episode. Don't mind me, you know, your boy Big June. Workout fanatic, so I was getting in my calisthenics and all that, and I felt like just, talking my shit right now. But as of right now, I am a frustrated Yankee fan. Throughout this whole season. I was optimistic at first with the winning record, Judge going down with injury, Rizzo, the inconsistency throughout the year with the pitching staff. And I'm going to get into all that, man. But just looking at the current state of the New York Yankees right now, on a 9-game winning, on a 9-game losing streak, right? The first time since 1982, right? Let me repeat that again. Since 1982, it could possibly be a double-digit losing streak. Because it seems like we can't score runs, we can't manufacture runs, we can't play fundamental baseball, move the runner along, bunt, hit and run. The fundamentals of the game, right? Losing seriousness to the Chicago White Sox. On the verge of losing to the Washington Nationals. Inexcusable. Just seeing what's transpiring. I mean, it's crazy. Right now, the state of both New York teams. Because the New York Mets, both teams with a losing record. Meaningless baseball in September. Forget about October. But I want to focus on the New York Yankees because that's my team and I've been frustrated for a while. Now, the first thing that comes to my mind when I look at the Yankees, one of the first problems, besides general manager Brian Cashman, and I'm going to get into him too, is the predominantly right-handed bats in that lineup. There's no balance. So if Anthony Rizzo is out, you rarely see a left-handed at-bat. Where is the left-handed at-bats coming from? When Yankee Stadium is clearly tailor-made for a left-handed at-bat. A left-hand bat. Where is it? Another thing that, where's the grittiness? Where's the heart, the toughness? We used to have guys like Jeter, Brett Gardner, that winning mattered. They hustled on every play, every ground ball. They show character, heart, everything that defines a champion. Where is the will? This Yankee team, bases loaded, no outs. And you don't know fundamentals? But let's go to the analytics. What does the analytics say? Let's go into some numbers. A 9-game losing streak. The first time since 1982. On the verge of having the first losing record since 1992. You do the math on the numbers. Since it's all about the analytics. I mean, it's just crazy. Seeing what's going on. Knowing what's going on. As a fan. Brian Cashman. Analytics was the way of the future as far as MLB, right? Now, here we are, laughingstock in our division and becoming a laughingstock in Major League Baseball. Looking like we're years behind of what's going on. Do you see the surplus of talent within the own division? From Tampa, the resurgence of the Baltimore Orioles. Getting humiliated, spanked by our rival, the Boston Red Sox. At home. The analytics, right? For all the analytical people that went wild with the numbers, the stats say this. It suggests this. What about now? Right? Now, one of the gripes I had with Brian Cashman, and this is for a few years now. Now it's coming back to haunt us, right? You guys were happy when we got rid of Aaron Hicks. Fine. This Yankee fan was never excited when we traded for Giancarlo Stanton. And I always felt the captain, Derek Jeter, fleeced us. Right? Now, a couple of years ago, on a lot of Yankee sites, through social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case might be, etc., right? I was constantly being berated and attacked because I didn't know baseball when I said the Yankees were going to be wrong and regret signing DJ LeMahieu to that contract. Oh, you don't know baseball. He's a hitman. He's the next Derek Jeter, blah, 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 blah. How's that contract looking now? How's that production ever since he signed that contract? He was clearly on the decline. Yeah, he overachieved first couple of seasons as a Yankee. But again, let me pose that question again. How is that contract of DJ LeMahieu looking for us Yankees? Right? Now, I don't even want to get into the trades. Right? The Frankie Montes, him and Trevino, both out. Don't know what pinstripes look like because I haven't suited up yet. And if they did, they were clearly ineffective. So, for us, fans that were accustomed to us being competitive, making the playoffs, having deep runs in the playoffs, those days are over. And before that last dynasty emerged with Bernie Williams, Paul O'Neill, Derek Tino, and the rest of the boys, there was a lot of losing. Andy Hawkins throwing a no-hitter and still losing the game. How do you throw a no-hitter and still lose the game? Do you guys remember those days as a Yankee fan? Because I was young, but I clearly do. Now, it'd be frustrating if we're heading back to that road. If we're heading down that path. The days of being aggressive on the trade market, in free agency, overbidding our competitors, the evil empire is clearly over. The young Steinbrenner doesn't have the aggressiveness in him. And the one they did, the part of the earth. The late, great George Steinbrenner, Hall of Fame George Steinbrenner, is clearly disappointed in what he sees. I mean, you could point the finger at Aaron Boone, at Brian Cashman, at the hitting coach, the pitching coach, the bench coach, the first base coach, the third base coach. There's a lot of blame to go around. Analytics. Where's the fundamentals to the game? Understanding how to move a runner over. By bunting, by stealing, hitting run, taking a chance. Because we're clearly not the Bronx Bombers. So what are we? I mean, it's frustrating seeing what's going on the field. A 9-game losing streak, losing to the Washington Nationals 2-1. You can't even win a close game. And when the pitcher, Carlos Rendon, who can't stay healthy, actually has a quality start, we can't manufacture a run. It's definitely frustrating times as a New York Yank. As a New York Yankee fan, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Now knowing that there is no meaning in September. Forget about meaningful games in October. Look for pride at least to finish at 500, if barely. What's happening to the New York Yankees is a disgrace. Standing pat at the deadline, knowing that we clearly need it? Or if not, why not become sellers? Because we clearly wasn't going nowhere and heading there with fast. So a lot of this blame does have to go to Brian Cashman. Analytics, this all-predominant right-handed lineup in a tailor-made stadium for left-handed at bat. It's mind-blowing. Some of you Mets fans, the highlight of your season is defeating the New York Yankees. Like, the expectations were so high for both clubs. Now, here we are, both New York teams. Because I'm not going to spare the New York fans either. You Mets fans, you talk a lot. You talk a lot, but you've been real quiet lately, right? You worry about the New York Yankees and meaningless matchups during the season. When clearly, the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies should be on your mind. Heavy. Or now, let's even mention the Miami Marlins in the equation, right? Because all three teams clearly are over 500 right now in the National League East. High expectations. Verlander, Scherzer. signed this guy, the billionaire owner. Now, you were both competing at the bottom to see who's the laughingstock of Major League Baseball. Is it the New York Mets on this side with the billionaire gazillionaire owner? Or is it the New York Yankees with Mr. Analytical, Brian Cashman, a.k.a. Fulio? I mean, it's definitely disturbing, frustrating time to be a New York fan at any Major League Baseball club at this moment. Yeah, your big joint, he's frustrated. I might go back into my garage and hit some more sets. That's how frustrated I am. Just watching the product on the field, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You know, before I go, I did promise you a Dwayne Haskins episode, and I'm doing my research, my due diligence on the tragic life of this young man. Also, I'm going to hit you on a retouch on the Ray Caruth. Hopefully reconnected and got his young boy's life. Also got a Sean Taylor episode going. So, you know, your boy Big June, he's working. And, you know, I'm back, and it is what it is, man. I hold no punches, and I ain't got no hair in my tongue. This roundabout is the real deal. So it is what it is. All my family and friends in New York, stay safe, stay sharp, stay blessed, stay on point, stay alert. All my family and friends in the pen, some of y'all just coming home, some of y'all just went up. It's always loving this out. One, I'm out of here, man.